on to you, Aries, out here. So you have the unalive card, the Ten of Cups, and then you, Aries, have the Queen of Wands. So let me see. So for you, Aries, there's a sense of you, there's a huge transition. You immediately got the Scorpio energy, huge transition, right? That basically caused for a level of reinvention, right? Because Scorpio represents self-repair, reinvention, rejuvenation, needing to actually learn from your mistakes, come back, and strive to come back better. The Ten of Cups and the Queen of Wands, right, represents there's a sense of you, Aries, learning how to be more of yourselves, learning how to be even more true to yourself is the point that I'm trying to make. And being proud of it too. There's also a sense of you have the King of Swords, right? And then you have the Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Swords. So it's this sense of like harmonizing with yourself, making sure that you are good, right? Making sure that you're at peace with yourself and that you're not in any kind of competition with anybody else. And this is what you, Aries, are striving to get, right? To attain. To become better than where you were. There's also a sense of you, Aries, not being upset when some people may troll you and get you on your nerves. There's a sense of having a lot more temperament, you know, showing them mercy, you know, not caring less. Then you have the King of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. I'm sitting just like that on some King of Pentacles stuff. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I mean, I don't, you know, except for cards, I don't have anything else in my hand. But I'm sitting just like that, you know. But you know what I'm saying? Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here is that you, Aries, very much so are like also too, not allowing yourselves to be used. There's a sense of other people have tried to break you, because the plan is to break you, to get you, Aries, to be up underneath their wing, right? All this stuff because they want to be your mentor. They want to have dominion over you. They want to buddy hustle up to you, make it seem like, you know, with their tutelage that you, Aries, can essentially go far in life. You know, they're just these Renaissance people or whatnot, you know, they're just learned and all this other type of stuff. They're just adepts and all of this to life, you know, life coach and all of that. And that they're a very wise life coach like Socrates and all these, you know what I'm saying? You know, they're wise like Socrates and all this other type of stuff. And it's like, you know, Aristotle and that. And it's like, and you, Aries, it ain't work, because what happened is that you've had some issues, right? You got the unalive card, Scorpio energy. You had some issues, and yeah, you know, you, Aries, have had to deal with some hardships. Like I said, those projects, but those projects have healed you to a degree, because, or in a way, I should say more accurately, because for you, Aries, it's like this is about how the trials and the tribulations that you, Aries, have had to go through to create this project, to successfully be good at it, right? You make your investments, projects, whatever financially that you Aries have going on, that is a risk to you and everything like that. This is a sense of like, it's changed you, right? It really has changed you in a very much so fundamental way. It has. You've had all kind of issues completing these projects. And the thing is that you've had to learn over the time to not be upset when this stuff okay, you can be upset, but not allow you being disappointed or upset to stop you, to get you distracted to get you upset to the point where now it becomes a distraction and it's taking time away from actually handling your business. And that even includes people that has tried to ruin it, right? Whether they were a small situation, right, where it was indirectly them, or whether they knew about it and they were trying to stop you, right? Whether they played games with you or whatnot. A lot of you Aries have had to learn, like, because I get it. Aries is a zodiac sign that can go on temper tantrums. When something gets you upset or more so accurately angry, but now it's like, what are you going to do when you got all these people being goofballs and being goofies to you now? Are you going to wild out on them? You might at first, but then after a while you get exhausted and you're just like, and it's not your energy is recuperated, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, from the perspective of, you just know these people are so stupid, there's no point in it. So you Aries are like, and it's from, like I said, it's from that exhaustion is what creates the catharsis, because once you get to a point where you decide to stop going like back and forth with them or stop telling them stuff, now it's like you get a chance to actually see how trash their life is. They doing this to a lot of other people, and they're not really all the way up here or whatnot. They're kind of touched in all of this. They could, whatever, they're touched, you know what I mean? And all this other type of stuff. Same, so I'm saying all that to say that, and now it's easier to cut people off, right? Because again, the higher spiritually you go is the more narrow the road. Meaning, and what I mean when I say narrow the road, I mean like, is the less things that you hold near and dear to you. When you're younger and when you have all these desires, you want everything. And then now it's like you've experienced a little more. Now it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's exactly like what Jonah Lucas said, he wanted this stuff, and then now it's like, listen to Gucci Gang about how Jonah Lucas in it, right? He said he was like, Gucci Gang, Louis Gang, Fendi Gang, Dolce Gang, Prada Gang, Sachi Gang, Prada Gang, a lot of gangs. I don't really mess with brand names. Jonah about to go on a rampage, right? Basically, and he's talking about how like when he didn't have it, he may have looked at those things like they were status symbols, right? The money. And then when he finally does have the money, by the time he got it, he understands what's important. He's like, I don't even want it. He's like, I don't even want this anymore. Like, I can afford it. I can financially afford it now. I can buy it and not blink an eye. But he's like, I don't even want it though, based upon experience and this. So I'm saying all that to say, that's what I mean when I say the narrowing of the road. The Five of Wands, the Page of Cups, that's another thing too, right? The narrowing of the road, leaving delusional people behind. See, this is the thing that I've been saying to you, like, you need to understand, you need to have spiritual experiences yourself you need to have spiritual experiences through experience. You need to experience why I say the things that I say in my videos, right? They're not coming from a person who's losing their mind. They're coming from a person who's experienced this stuff before, who is just like, I used to have people clown me. I used to go ahead and ask these people why. They would take a crazy tone, wild tone. They wouldn't. I'm like, yo, these people, it's a dysfunction. They can't stop themselves, can they? They just can't. They just one person in particular just couldn't just couldn't stop themselves. It's almost like I'm telling you, it's like a compulsion. It's like a mental illness. It's like you know how people would like, I don't know, like they just can't stop. So the thing is that it's the same situation with you, Aries, right? You have had to reinvent yourself a lot in a short space of time, within, I want to say, within the last 2 years, 2022 up to now. And how do you feel? You know, I bet a lot of you Aries feel like you're indestructible, because you are. You know, you have become indestructible. You've become indestructible in the sense that a lot of the goofy stuff that people say to you, they don't affect you, because, you know, like you know what I'm saying? Like, you got, like, for instance, like I was at a, like, when it comes to social media stuff, it got to a point where it was like, at first I would just want to connect, right? Because I just at the point in time just wanted to connect. And then it became, when I realized that people are ignoring me, right? Like, I'm trying to have conversations in DMs and stuff like this on Instagram, and, you know, build a community and have, you know what I'm saying, interactions and communities and stuff like this. Then I learned a little bit more. Oh, people do this, they in competition, they want attention. I stopped messaging them so much, right? Then it became, stopped messaging them more, even more. Then it became, okay, I'm not gonna go ahead and leave likes like that. Why? Because what's the point at the end of the day? You know, for me, it's like, for my outlook, it's like, yo, stop coming to the internet and post a bunch of pictures or reels, stuff like this, because you want the attention out of it. You know, if it's truly an important thing where it's like you have a business and stuff like this, that's cool. But like, I'm not gonna leave. I may watch it, but I'm not necessarily gonna leave a like on it. Then it became, I just divorced myself from that. I'm just like, okay, I'll watch it, I won't even leave a like. And you could post it, but I may not even watch it, depending on the situation. And then now it's a situation where it's like, I just don't talk at all. I'm just like, I'm on it. I just watch it, just kind of see if people are, if there's anyone that wants a reading, contact me in my DMs on Instagram to see if they want a reading, or if like they want to tell me anything, and like, I'll say what's up to them, like if they do, and we'll chop it up. But like, my conversations at this point is brief, or I just don't say anything at all. You know, I don't in the sense of, I don't reach out. Why? Because I'm like, you understand what I'm saying? It's the burnout. It's the spiritual growth of like, how much, you know what I'm saying? I've gained so much experience, and it's the same thing that's going on with you, Aries, is the point that I'm making, right? The not caring about who has to say what kind of issue they have with you, right? It's even the people, when it comes to like, when you talking to somebody and it's like they don't call you back, it's like you're not, like, you Aries are getting to a point where you don't even expect them to call you back anymore. It's like, okay, who cares? Because so many people are caught up in delusion. They're caught up in trying to be the hottest person out, they Instagram clicking, right? All this other it's like, after a while, that stuff gets lame, you know? Let's clarify the Page of Cups. You know, I may reach out to some people on Instagram, check out a couple of, people's posts and stuff like this. Okay. I got a lot of y'all on YouTube. I'll be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like this. When I get around to it, I'm like, okay, cool. Cool. Scroll through. Cool. Scroll through it. Cool. Stuff like this, whatnot. I may or I may not even leave a like. Am I always in the background checking them out? No. Why? I'm not going to build a community like that. I'm not going to get off the internet and have a conversation with somebody like that. I'm not meeting up with people like that. I'm not hanging out. And that's cool. But at the same time, the popularity contest and everything like that. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. I had to learn the hard way over time, The Chariot, the Six of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and then you have the Tower, Scorpio energy, allowing people who are delusional to be where they are and not engage. The Chariot, right? The Six of Swords, you have your conversations. You approach, they approach, it doesn't matter. You have your conversations. And as you're having your conversations, you'll see if they're functional. You'll see if they're off their rock. You'll see it. The Ace of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, and you won't get a broken heart. You won't put so much energy into it because you have so much experience, right? How do you develop thicker skin? How do you get to a point where people can talk trash about you or whatever the case may be? You have them talk trash about you. There is no other way to do it. You have them talk trash. You have them talk so much trash to the point where you get to a point where you speak to people, you dispel certain things every now and again, but they do it so much, babbling ad nauseum. They never stop, no matter how stupid they sound, to the point where you just like, I can't take this type of crap seriously. I can't take this seriously. And then once you get to that point where you really are just like, look, you stop taking people seriously, you've conquered it now. Now you have power over them, because now it's like, you know what I'm saying? The type of wild stuff it is that people will say, and a lot of it is incorrect. Probably all of it, a lot of it is incorrect. And then now it's like, you can tell that like at this point, they're just spreading rumors at this point. And at that point, you can't take them seriously. What comes out of their mouth at that point is like tabloid news, So then you have the Tower. And the thing is that now that you're unaffected by other people's nonsense, which is what you Aries are, you're unaffected now. Now the Tower of Lies, the Tower of Babble, right? Babbling comes tumbling down. Now it's the nonsense that comes out of their mouth. Not only can you not take it seriously, you're not even around dysfunctional people so much because you're a better judge of character now. They have to come up with stuff. You know how many people said that I was a devil worshiper? And it's like, that ain't even true. That ain't even true. They'd be like, well, you talk about demons or whatnot. I'm studying them because they have a hierarchy, just like a lot of other things in this existence. Things in existence have a hierarchy. It's like, okay, so why are you, why are you reading the demon Noglie or the demon Nogli? Why are you reading up on demonology? Because when you understand demonology, you can bind the demons in. You can bind them in and control them and keep them out of your affairs, bringing in good magic, good stuff. That's what